Hello, everyone. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from the Las Vegas Grand Championship, brought to you by Flybetter at the Las Vegas Open, streamed by Gold Squadron Podcast, and sponsored by Curl Paul Creatives.
You are killing it.
My co-host for this round is...
It's Ryan, Moisture Farmer.
That's right.
Hello, everyone.
So, let's go ahead and start by breaking down these lists, Ryan.
Let's talk about it. So, on the left side of your screen, we've got Bryant Francis. He's running a Death Ray squad. You've got Ray with Freelance Slicer, Rose Tico, Finn, Shield Upgrade, and Ray's Millennium Falcon. It's really interesting because that Freelance Slicer is something we don't see a lot. However, you were telling me before the match, it's a pretty cheeky ability, which we'll talk about
in a little bit.
Various uses later. He's also running in RZ2 A-Wing Taliesin Lintra, Tali, and she has Crack Shot, Heroic, and Advanced Optics. Really consistent offense there with a niche ability, but something that can help defensively keep Ray up. And then Kova Nell with Heroic, Leia Organa, and R4 Astromech. And that Kova has a lot of various flexibility in terms of being able to take a lane and just park there, or allowing different kinds of maneuverability and fake outs with Ray as well. That'll be really interesting. And then on the right side of your screen, we've got a bit of a scum salad with Bryan Blasy coming in with the Banana Pirate, who's green, a Jakku Gunrunner, who is with Contraband Cybernetics in the pink, a Jakku Gunrunner number 2 in the orange with Contraband Cybernetics, another one in the blue with Contraband Cybernetics, Captain Seavor with Crackshot, and a Black Sun Assassin with Crackshot. And these Gunrunners with Cybernetics are very cheeky because it means that they can do their reverse tug maneuvers and still get tractors off.
Yeah, in the beginning of second edition, actually around the time of the very first Minot Open, that one thing that happened one time.
Oh yeah.
Triple quad jumpers was a thing.
It sure was.
And it hasn't been a thing again. We just had a points change, and I've seen a very similar build outs of this in a couple of lists out there.
Well, Dio, not only do we have point changes, we have the tractor change as well, right?
Yep.
And I'm very curious. Both these players are 2-0 at this point, I believe. And Bryan, I'm curious to see how that tractor mechanic has come into play for him. If you don't know, the new tractor mechanic is if you receive a tractor token from an opponent, so you don't tractor yourself, someone else gives you one, you may take a stress and rotate your ship 90 degrees if your opponent moved you.
Yep.
So who knows how much the tractors will come into play here with Ray, because he'll have to get all 3 of those tugs on her, and even then, reducing her agility isn't that big.
No, I think the movement with the like, if they can set up a bullseye and the front one, the movement is going to be more valuable.
No, absolutely, absolutely. So something else to take note of here is the various approaches of both players. In this kind of squad, keeping Tali behind Ray is pretty smart, because it means that wherever Ray is kind of pointing that death beam, Tali can be pointing that as well. And that means her bullseye can very much be pointing at or in a direction where it can provide Ray with a little bit of additional coverage. Tali's going to be one of those ships that you don't focus on because you have to get Ray out of the match.
For sure.
But she's going to provide, since no one's firing at her, she'll have that focus. With advanced optics, you have, I think, greater than 80% chance of getting those 2 hits.
Yep.
So just chipping away, 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits, and then especially combined with Ray's haymaker of a punch, it's Bryant will be able to really lay on the hurt for Bryan here.
Now, for people who are wondering about, like, how does Ray work with all the tech, let's talk about a couple of things there. So Finn Gunner, if you're attacking from that front arc, allows you to add a blank result to your roll. So this is just another dice added to the entire pool.
Right.
So assuming that Ray is attacking from the front, she gets a primary of 3 with her turret plus another one. And then if she has the rerolls available, she can now modify that dice with a reroll. And of course, she has the force available if it comes up as a focus token. Assuming as a focus modifier.
Well, of course, the other thing is if she wants that extra blank, she can use her ability to change that blank to a hit.
Absolutely.
Using her pilot ability.
Or another is like with Rose Tico, while you defend or perform an attack, you may spend one of your results. It doesn't matter what it is. So that blank literally just turn into a target lock with Rose.
And that means when you're flying this kind of squad, you really need to understand the math, right? You need to look at what you're flying and you say, okay, when do I spend a result for the lock and then immediately use the lock? When do I spend force to convert something to a blank? Because here's the thing about flying Ray. She only has that 2 force, and that resource is incredibly valuable. It is not easy to, manage only 2 force. She becomes force starved very quickly. So you'll often see a lot of players be very willing to just spend that blank and go for the consistent 3 hits instead of going for the 4, but constantly having Ray only at 1.
Right, exactly. And we saw here the quad jumpers deciding to reverse and try to see if they can catch Ray on this turn right here.
Yeah, that is a cheeky little move right there from Bryan. And all these players, they have practiced with these squads. And obviously you don't fly something like this unless you are, prepared with various openings and various ways to deal with problem squads. I actually play locally with Bryant, and I have friends who play locally with Bryant, and with a little bit of inside information here, he's not a big fan of Star Vipers.
Yes.
He's not a big fan of, in this particular case, the Black Sun Assassin, and that bendy barrel roll is very, very good at sliding into Ray's blind spot.
Yep.
Ray doesn't like Star Vipers, so look for Bryant to maybe prioritize taking that Viper out. But if he strings himself out a little too much, Dion, he could be susceptible to taking a lot of 2 dice shots back.
Absolutely. I want to see how Bryan, because it's kind of a pseudo swarm, right?
Yes.
Whether he's going to try to keep them in some type of formation, or he's going to start kind of trying to build a net around.
Well, that's the thing with this kind of scum salad. There is no, and X-Wing has sort of begun to move a little bit away from that range 1 tether thing, and so he doesn't necessarily have to keep all the tugs together. He can move wherever he needs to.
Yep. Somebody in the chat, Budget Canoe, yes, asking what results can Ray spend to trigger Rose? Anything. Blank, focus,
a hit,
crit.
Actually, it's really funny. There are times when I've seen players spend the crit for a lock if the crit is going to trigger something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or not do anything.
That's really interesting.
If you want hits to hit something first before crits, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Here's something else I want to add. This is a really intriguing matchup because something that Ray doesn't like is a lot of little shots over and over and over onto her. She can hang, but if she has to spend that force and not have those mods, she can take that damage. She does have the shield upgrade, which is great.
Yep.
But this sort of build is really more about using Leia and using the ships to your advantage to kind of decide what you're doing with Ray. Some cool, fun things you can do with Ray is if you're already stressed, right? You can dial in a red maneuver, right? And decide whether you want to take the 2 white forward, or change that red maneuver into a white maneuver using Leia instead.
Yep.
That gives you on Ray's turn a little bit of flexibility as well.
I should have DQ'd all 4 of these guys. Or not DQ'd, but gave national.
All right. Nothing on that. First shot. Oh, sorry, that was freelance.
That was freelance slicer, yeah.
But it's slowing down everyone's knife for 4 people.
I think one of those.
One of them got knocked.
Yeah, one of those got knocked. I think that.
Yeah, so no damage there.
No damage. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, so 2 versus 2, so they're good. So he is down 1 force on Ray, but he'll get it back. obviously. And this is probably a good time to talk about how Freelance Slicer works.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and just start by reading the text. Okay, so it says, while you defend, before attack dice are rolled. So it's just, hey, I want to shoot you. All right, hold on. Here's Freelance Slicer time. You may spend the lock you have on the attacker to roll 1 attack die.
Right.
So at this point, most likely you have a lock on your enemy because of Rose, right?
Sure.
So if you do, the attacker gains a jam token. So there's no range except for the attack range there in order to get that jam. And then on a hit or a crit result on the roll, the Ray would gain the jam as well. But because she has the re-rolls with her ability in the front, you have the force, and she has a lot of passive mods going.
But here's the other thing.
Doesn't hurt her
Let's
too
say
much.
she takes that jam token and she doesn't have anything on her, right?
Yep.
If she has a blank result on a defense or something, she can just spend it to take a lock and immediately have it jammed off or something.
Yep.
And I mean, or that jam will be removed at the end phase anyway. What do you think Kova's doing over here, Dion? Where do you think that she's headed?
So for me, I kind of look at Kova because of she's carrying Leia. She's more of a support ship.
Sure.
Because the Falcon is able to do those sloops, that's going to help him place these enemy ships in the front arc. I think you kind of want to hold Leia back a little bit. Most likely, I think she's a little bit far out right now because this isn't too fast. I would like to see. Let me look at the dial real quick.
It's a nutty dial.
So if you think you don't need Leia for anything else, you can go ahead and just do the 3-bank here just to start getting into the fight.
Sure. I've flown a lot of Kova, and something I've really liked doing is finding a lane, right, and parking her there, because you can really, stick yourself in these places, especially against swarms, and make it tough for them to get past. And you almost become a turret in that regard, because you can do a red stop, lay it to a white stop, but it's still red on your dial, so you're getting that extra attack die.
Yep.
So you can just do 3-gun, 3-gun, 3-gun.
Does anyone else feel like it's a festive family event with Ryan and Dion talking at the same time? We just get excited.
We do. We really do. we do get excited. It's an exciting time for all of us.
I'm really glad that there was some type of meta shakeup before this. And the fact that now, of course, we've talked about this a million times on our podcast.
Yeah.
The fact that the points can change, that this game can change and evolve, but it's still the same game, is amazing. Just continues to keep the interest, and changes is awesome.
It's funny because like you are being the optimist here, and I'm the pessimist. That's like time is a flat circle. Let's see how the cut shakes out tomorrow,
right?
And we'll see what floats to the top. Is it still the same old stuff, or are there little surprises that we haven't anticipated that's really good? And I'm interested in that.
I'm looking at the top, honestly, but I've been scouting the top tables for matches.
Yeah.
Things do look different. Scum is making a huge resurgence. If I looked at the numbers right yesterday, we had Empire was the most, but the second most number of squads was Scum.
Sure was. And that's the other thing, too. People like flying Scum.
Yeah.
People like flying. Our 3 most flown factions yesterday were Rebel, Imperial, Scum.
Yep.
And that's, those are the OG factions. So the squad jumpers are deciding to move up.
They're like, nah, never mind. We'll go catch right here. The funny thing is that they can go back and forth. They don't have to. They just choose where they want to stick. And don't forget about those contraband cybernetics on the Jakku gun runners. That could end up being real important later if they need to ever back up and keep in action.
I really like how Blasy is. I'm going to call him by his last name so I'm going to get confused.
Yep. Francis and Blasy.
I really like how Blasy is positioned here, because Rey now needs to make a really hard choice. She's got to decide, yes, she can keep going and point her turret this way, but now he's got the flank on with this Star Viper. He can be barrel rolling this way. He can control where he wants this to be.
Yep.
And then if Rey commits too hard, he's got this entire chunk of coming in this way. So I like that he's kind of got this. Rey has to decide where to point.
One of the things that I'm curious to see what Francis does here is, I know that Rey's ability is with the front arc.
Yes.
But are you willing to just be a Falcon? Not be Rey, but just be a Falcon. You turn away, you have a back arc shot, and
it feels bad though.
It does feel bad.
Yeah.
But you're going into the teeth of the list right now.
This is an interesting block attempt by Bryan to move up here.
The Star Viper is such a good blocker.
Such a good blocker, but I think that if he had stayed here with it, I changed colors and I didn't even know how. If he had stayed there with it, then he could have potentially forced Ray to rotate her arc, or if not, just get free shots.
Right.
But maybe he's setting that up for a future turn.
True. So we had a coordinate attempt with Leia. It did not reach to Ray.
Yep.
So instead he just gave a focus to Tally there.
Right.
Here is the turn away using the arc is pointed front back right now, so we'll have a shot into that Star Viper.
And don't forget, he can just easily, as like sloop next turn, Leia sloop and point it back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a smart play. Lots of flexibility. Bryant will be patient on how he moves Ray.
Ooh, look at Tally's going to be able to get in the flank of this Star Viper real quick. Already has a focus.
Got that crack shot too.
Yep, that's going to be on for sure if he boosts.
So I think a boost would probably be ideal here, because if he does that, he gets that range 1 shot probably with his bullseye, and then if he's got the bullseye, Ray can have an extra defense die, so when the Star Viper fires at her. Oh, going for that lock boost.
Lock boost, yeah.
That's smart. Yep.
Why not fully modify?
Fully modify the dice. Really good play here. That's about as good positioning as Bryant could get.
I like that. I like that. And the A-wing is maneuverable enough where those quad jumpers are not going to catch it next turn.
No, she could do a 5 forward and be fine if she wanted. Then he's got that rear arc too. She could even do, probably what she'll do is a 3 hard this way, point to the rear, circle back around for later.
God, those RZ2 A-wings, so good. All right, pew-pew time.
Sorry.
Here we go. This is range 1 into the assassin.
Yeah.
Yep, spends that lock.
Not getting it 3 this time, but that's 2.
Still has that crack shot as well.
Okay, so I know it's oversold. Maybe something
Crack shot,
and he'll
2.
use it. So the Star Viper will lose that shield, and Bryant will feel really good about
still haven't taken it off.
about moving that health down.
The guy just had the guy over there with red was like, oh, yeah.
Another shot here coming from Ray. Has 2 force available.
And he will spend a result if possible. Oh, he spends the lock to re-roll it.
Okay. He had a lock out
And
there.
he'll probably spend this blank to get the lock so he can freelance off that focus probably next turn. Or next when the Star Viper goes.
Got it.
Viper rolls out of it.
All right. Seevor first.
So they're going to see if Seevor has Tolly. Looks like he does.
And Kova was out of range there.
They might call a judge to check the arc on Seevor to Tolly.
Yeah,
just to be sure.
the edge of range 3 is really hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah. And these are tough. And D hates lasers. He never uses them. It's because he can't see them. His old man eyes.
My hands shake too much for the laser. I feel like if I can brace myself on the table.
Right. You'll see what D does is he doesn't really use the ruler first. D will get on the other side of the table and eyeball it first. Yeah. D saying that if you accept my eyeball, I'm 99% sure. Let's see what he's. Now he's about to say maybe I'm wrong. D, he's got those old man eyes. The D goes, what was I looking at? It's in.
All right.
It's in. Classic D. Oh, now he's changed. Oh,
I see it now.
I totally see it. Yeah. Oh, man, I was looking at the wrong thing.
All right, Seevor hit crit. 2 evades, we're fine.
So, Matt, it's funny when we do all this and it ends up not meaning anything.
Of course. All right, gets a shot into Ray here.
All right.
Hasn't spent any force yet.
So he'll probably freelance, right? Ray with freelance or no?
Has the lock out there. He's deciding not to.
Doesn't use it. He forgot to do it. Yeah, he forgot. Oh, Natty's out. Wrecked. I didn't need to spend the lock.
I didn't need to. I just get to keep it for next time.
I knew I wasn't going to take any damage. That's what he's saying.
Yep.
He also forgot to use the Tali ability for defense on that shot as well.
He did.
It's tough when you have that many things happening all at once. It's hard to keep track.
He has a lot of different timing windows, and that's with the less number of ships you have, generally you're carrying more upgrades, and you got so many different timing windows that you're carrying. I mean, he's got, right, before defending, during attack, this is during an attack. You got to make sure you understand how you have extra health.
And then here you got during the, while you're maneuvering here, like, and then Tali is while defending. That's a lot of stuff to remember.
Words.
Help me. I don't know how to do it.
You're fine. Boom.
My fingers.
Got to be more aggressive.
My fingers are fat.
Maybe he did use Tali's ability. He rolled 2 dice. Native 1.
Oh, he did. Right.
We just didn't hear him say Tali. Maybe just flip-flopped that charge.
Classic chat. First to yell at us.
I feel like chat's meaner when you're here.
They're so mean. Everyone's so mean.
They're mean to you.
That's true. They're too wholesome. Maybe it's like they're channeling that inner D.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, D's mean. Like, they're like, oh, well, we can be mean too.
Okay. D's not here, so we're taking his responsibilities.
We need to be the All right, let's look at the board state here then. Ray has a lot of different options. She can sloop. Mm-hmm. She could continue to maybe bait them up the side of the board. If I'm Bryant, I think I probably do sloop here, just to point myself back this way. Mm-hmm. And then Kova's got a really good option here to do a 3-bank in here.
Well, he's currently stressed, so no. I guess you could 3-bank, but you're not going to have any actions.
Right. That's true. You could also, with Kova, just nice and easy, clear your stress with one of your blue maneuvers and be fine there. But it all depends on if you want that 3rd die, if you want to do actions with Kova.
Yep. All right, so before we go too far, Bryan Blasy was chosen as the champion by the chat. So we're currently doing a little bit of a game.
Ooh, a little game. Okay.
So if the chat guesses 4 out of the 6 games, we give away extra prizes, which include all the fly better stuff.
Nice.
So yesterday they did win.
Whoa.
They got 5 out of 6.
5 out of 6. How are they doing today?
They are 1-1 right now.
1-1. Ooh. You see, I think I would have to, I have to be unbiased as a commentator, but,
but I like Bryant
But Bryant here is, he's got some real firepower, so I'm curious. Oh, we got the reverse tugs here.
Yep. I think one of the things I'm concerned for Blasy is the fact that Seavor and the Star Viper are kind of extended out from the swarm.
They're hanging out to dry a little bit.
If Ray can just pick them off, all of a sudden you have Z95 and 3 quad jumpers against a full list.
While I'm inclined to agree with you, Dion, Ray is pointed in the wrong direction to set that up right now. So what that means is Blasy knows he's got a little bit of time before Ray will actually be able to get in a position. So, but that being said, he still has probably 2 rounds to get those tugs in the right spot. The Black Sun Assassin is really fortunate to only be at 3 hull. Like, it could have taken a lot more damage.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a lot.
We're going to go see where Seavor is going.
Let's talk about Seavor in this squad.
Seavor, his job is to just get rid of tokens, right? Make sure that...
But here's the thing. If Ray's not using those tokens, that's why I think if you have an opportunity as Bryan, you can go after Kova or Tali, but Ray is worth so many points. If you can just get her to half, that's where you want to be.
She's 98 points.
That's thick. That's 30.
It's a 59. Sorry, 49.
If you kill Ray and lose, you could lose all 3 gunrunners and just kill Ray and be fine. And still win the game by 2. I think. I'm not sure the bids on them, but 198. Well, they're the same, yeah.
All right, 3-bank here. That's going to be a block.
That's interesting.
I think it was a little bit greedy. I think he was expecting Seavor to come in a little bit faster.
Yeah, I thought that he would do a 3 hard here with Tolly, other than that 3-bank. Here's the sloop with Ray.
Going to the opposite direction, going to the top of the board.
It's the side of the board with the more space. But now she is pointing down that Star Viper.
Arc is in. And Leia was used on that.
Sure was.
Has the option to boost in a range 1 into that Star Viper's face if she wants.
Yep, and he will
there
take
it is.
That's a good call.
Oh, that might be just short of range 1.
Let's count.
But Crackshot is now live for the Black Sun Assassin.
If it lives.
Oh.
Nugs. They should call a judge probably. That is really tight.
Range 2. You can make it fit by going diagonal, but that's not a legal measurement. You got to go single edge to single edge.
That
seems
roll.
good.
Yep. Spend that lock. 4. Yeah, he's not going to spend any results to reacquire a lock. Oh, man. He's got a tough choice to make. Does he take a hit crit here and then keep the focus to fire back at Ray? He's got a tough choice. Yeah, he's going to spend that focus and only take a crit. That's the right call. You can't risk just losing a shot completely.
For sure. Here we go.
And a loose stabilizer. That's hard for Viper. Makes it very predictable.
Loose stabilizer. After you execute a non-straight maneuver, suffer 1 damage and repair the card.
This Kova shooting downtown at the Viper. 1. Oh. Just gets it. The one thing about that boost is Seavor could very well have a shot on Ray as well. Yeah. Seavor's gonna have that range 3 shot on Ray. They're debating, yeah, so he thinks that he's trying to decide if he will jam with Seavor so that...
yeah, he jams, yep.
And the reason he does that is in case he uses Ro's ability, it won't get the lock for it.
Yep.
Two hits on Ray, let's see. So Ray will get 2 dice. Doesn't check for Tolly. Oh, he uses Tolly. He did. I didn't see that.
This was Finn, isn't it?
Oh, it's Finn.
Is Finn on defense too?
Yes, it is. It is on defense, but he didn't use Tolly.
No, it's just on an attack.
Are you sure?
So that might have been Tally.
Okay, then got it. Oh yeah, the charge is used.
Yeah, well, it's gonna turn up the table audio.
Only 1. He's debating using a force to change a blank to an evade, but he's not going to do it.
Yep.
And he will take the lock on the Star Viper by spending that result with Rose. And he's going to see if the Z has a shot downtown. Something I'll tell players too, though, when you try and hold ships, you don't need to apply a ton of pressure, because the more you do, you actually bend and push it down into the base.
Yeah.
Just a light pressure is more than enough when you're holding ships down to do these kinds of checks. There's 1, okay.
And
Ray's fine.
Safe.
All right, so Blasy traded 1 crit on his Viper for 1 shield on Ray, which we're going to update right now.
Yep.
And depending how you view it, like if that's a fair trade or not, you know. I'm really intrigued. This is a really intriguing round. I'm going to kill this. I'm very interested to see where these tugboats come in now. The boost was a real, power play by Bryant.
Yeah, for sure.
But now what that has done is he's closed the space needed for Blasy to move his tugboats in.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, if he doesn't boost there, Blasy probably has 2 rounds in order to make those tugboats relevant. Because of the boost, he covered so much space that they could be very relevant next round.
Yeah, I want to see where Ray's going to go now. She is currently stressed. A couple of things to remember. The Millennium Falcon title on Ray does allow her to still perform boosts and Segnor's loops even while stressed.
Absolutely.
As long as you have two or less stress tokens. You still get the stress from the red action and the red maneuver.
All right.
But it's important to note there.
All right, Dion, you are Blasy. What are you doing with your tugs this turn?
Let me go ahead and double check that dial before I know what I want to do. I just got to see if I can do what I want to do. All right, so 3 straight is... All right, so I think it's time to split them up a little bit. I would take 2 straight here.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Barrel roll to the outside. This one here, you go 3 straight.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you have this window here.
You got that pocket.
Now, the orange one can go either way. Ray is currently moving this way. You got Tally moving this way. So maybe I would want to keep it with the blue one on the outside there.
So I agree with your 2 straight. I don't think I'd barrel roll there, though. I think I just might stay focused and stay behind that rock.
I guess you're right. You know what? The quad jumper can reverse, so that is the right
move. Or
move.
just fly right over it next turn for a block, too. Whatever.
There you go.
They got 5 hull.
Homie don't care. All right, so let's go ahead and get some ships moving here. Flipping that dial. This is... All right, we're moving down.
Got the bank. Still totally fine move. We'll see where Ray ends up, if that arc is going to be good there. What that does is he's in a really good spot next turn to do any number of things. Do a nice 1 bank, do a reverse. The blue has a fully open dial.
Here's a 2 straight.
And we got that.
Going to the other side.
Barrel roll to the right with the quad jumper.
Not like a full conversion kit, because I don't have any first moves.
Two straight, very nice.
You can tell that Blasy has really practiced the spacing on these tugs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or maybe he's just like, oh, God.
Well, just do what I want. Luck. I mean, with the quad jumpers, the little bit of a ballet he had in this corner here shows some knowledge on his part.
So he was unwilling to take that loose stabilizer damage with his assassin.
Man, just kind of a 2 bank here seems really good, and a Kova stop.
Yeah, any of that seems really good for Ray.
All right.
See where Seaver goes. I think he's trying to get some blocks in.
I don't, because I sold all my stuff off in second.
Oh, okay.
Trying to just put Ray in a really tough spot so she can't rotate her arc, and then he can hit her from the flank.
Where are we gonna go, Seavor? Probably tempted the barrel roll towards Ray, but right now you have the 2 bank covered. I feel like 2 bank is a more likely move.
The evade's smart. That's a smart play.
1 turd.
And he's R4ing on that to make it white.
Kova's ability does trigger here because on the dial it is actually red.
But I think the Star Viper is not going to get shot. I think he might have arc dodged there, and Kova does not have any barrel roll options.
Nope.
It does mean Kova can do a 1 hard next turn to the right, though, as well.
Using Leia here to clear some stress.
I thought he just used Leia on the 1 hard.
No, that was R4.
Oh, R4, right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Little side-to-side method there.
Seavor is going to have a really nice shot at Ray, though.
Yeah, yummy.
Opportunity, even though he did evade with Seavor, which he didn't know, you always have that, should I focus or should I evade? You know what I mean?
And you got 3 dice versus a 1 agility ship. You have a pretty good chance of doing damage.
Yeah.
And he's not in the front arc, so
I know a lot of players with Seavor tend to evade with him, but like if you think you can push through damage, then I feel like you want to just focus there. The math is very similar on 3 evade dice with evade versus focus. And I'm actually not a fan of that side to side.
I like it. I prefer it for the small bases versus the large
big
bases.
Base, it's not. It's a little harder. I would have moved. I would have marched the ships.
Yeah. Whiff.
Spends that lock. Spends that lock.
That's why you bring it.
Yeah. And he will not force. And he'll spend the result to reacquire lock with
using Rose.
Only 1, that'll be 2. So
hit crit into the Viper.
So that'll be a dead Viper.
Off the table.
That's really tough because that was a really good piece for Blasy.
Well, I think, what we talked about a little bit earlier, the fact that Blazy's a little bit overextended. The quad jumpers spent their time in the corner kind of trying to see where they wanted to go. And maybe I kind of wonder if a middle deployment for the quad jumpers may have been better in this specific matchup.
All right, let's see. He spends a force and he takes 1 more shield. So he is getting little bits of damage on Ray, but he's got to do a lot more. And now he's kind of committed there, and Tali can reign free. She's pointed in the wrong direction right now, so she does need to kind of get herself around this turn.
She'll be Seavor hunting next turn for sure.
But don't forget, so you can see Tali doing a 1 hard here, right? And maybe boosting and getting in this spot, or just a 1 hard and widen the arc.
So we had a shot from downtown here for the Z.
A 2.
Had the lock.
But Natty's. Oh, he rolled the wrong dice.
Yeah.
No, he has to use a stream dice.
Got to use a stream dice.
The players are cool with it, though. Players are fine with it. So we got the 2 evades there. That was a good roll for Ray. And I think, okay, this is what I bet. Tali, 1 hard, okay. Kova, 1 hard. No, not a 1 hard. That'll bump based on that line. So maybe not a 1 hard with Kova. Or you just accept the 1 hard with Leia and you...
So it was Bryant who rolled those dice?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Have you heard the stories?
What stories?
The fabled legend.
What legend?
The curse of the stream dice. When you reject the stream dice, unless you could ask for forgiveness.
I see.
Forgiveness, but I would say we're in the 90th percentile of someone who accidentally rolls their own dice during a game loses.
Oh man.
Now, if he repents, the dice have been known to forgive, but we'll see.
I think you can also see a reverse here with Kova, and that would be really cheeky as well. It all depends on. It really depends if Bryant decides he wants to sloop back this way or not, and turn himself back around. And if he wants to sloop using Leia or just sloop whatever.
Yep, same option.
I think you sloop this way with
outside
with Ray, and then just lay into Seavor.
Absolutely. I mean, it gives you the most amount of space coming from the quad jumpers, who are probably going to try to scoop in here, right? You got the Z95 coming in as well. Gives you enough space. Might be able to get you completely out of range there and have a shot. Z95 coming in quick. Disclaimer here, the Curse of the Stream Dice is completely fictional.
Oh, it's not.
Just an interesting coincidence. Excuse me.
The tugboats are trying to get in position, but again, they hung out in the kiddie pool a bit too long before putting the big boy pants on.
Not enough to toot is what I'm hearing.
Not enough to toot is what I'm hearing as well.
All right, so you're a doot dude, right?
I am a doot doot. Doot doot.
Is that a cocktail shaker in the background? Yes, it is. All right, win for the K-turn.
That's interesting. I worry about the sloop.
The sloop might be just a little bit short unless Ray went this way.
Ah, man. But that does block a Cova reverse.
He did reverse. That's a block there.
Yeah, he does block it. There's no way that completes.
Yep. X-Wing SHG capture card. All right.
That was a good block there by Blasy, though.
It is. He called it. Let's see.
They used Leia there as well, so that's another round Cova might not be able to shoot. Does a 3 hard turn, though, decides not to sloop.
Yep.
Because he used, Leia there, so obviously that's fine.
Lock on the C4. The back arc is on.
Let's see what Tali's going.
Tali should be coming into the fight here. Here's you called that one hard.
Easy choice. Easy choice.
Oh, they're on a. We got a little bit of edge there on the table.
Oh yeah. We shouldn't have one of those. Maybe we check that out at some point.
Yep.
So Seavor can't jam Tali because Tali has Seavor in her bullseye.
Yep.
So Tali's going to take a shot at Seavor. With optics, the blank focus, the Bane. It's only one.
Got
Rolls
it.
out of it.
No problem.
And then so Seavor will now jam Ray. He's taking
Here we go, 4 dice. Oh, didn't need the lock.
What about that curse? What was that using with that curse?
Hey, he asked for forgiveness, and he went back. He immediately went back to the stream dice.
Oh, my goodness.
Forgiveness can be given.
Hit crit. He's just going to blow Seavor out. Boom.
TIE Fighters only got 3.
Yeah, hit crit crit. Toast.
What do you put on your toast?
What do I put on my toast?
Yeah.
Depends, but I like putting a little cinnamon sugar on my toast with some butter.
What?
Yeah.
Cinnamon sugar?
Yeah, dude. Cinnamon toast.
The taste you can see.
Yeah, but I like with real toast.
With real toast.
Yeah, you take a little cinnamon, a little sugar, a little butter, you mix it on, tastes real good. Give you that sugar rush in the morning, mix it with your coffee.
I like it.
I'm awake. Grape jelly is also a good side toast option. But I'll put that on my English muffin.
All right, so I think the quad jumper is going to go at Cova. She did do a red maneuver this turn, so she'll have an additional die. Total of 3.
Hit crit on Cova. So one shield there off of Cova. With 31 minutes left and Bryant's ship's kind of far away from the fight, Bryant is in the driver's seat so far.
Is he going to split fire here or continue to go into Cova?
He's got a range 2 shot at Cova. I say you just do it. But if you can get half on Ray, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's going to Kova.
Oh,
hit crit.
Nice. So that's another
And
shield.
takes a crit.
These transports are chunky, though.
Oh, yeah, thick.
Yeah, Blasy definitely, if he had those tugs in a little earlier, you know what I mean? He's lost a lot of rounds of fire from them.
Mm-hmm. We got a little bit of cooking discussion in the chat. Very fun, very fun.
The chat seems to approve of my cinnamon.
Yeah, I had never thought of doing this.
Yeah.
Well, you got somebody in, I think I am that they've put it in the oven or the toaster oven and melt the cinnamon sugar butter into a crisp layer.
You can.
Of wonderful.
Yes, it is good.
That sounds good, but ain't nobody got time for that.
I mean, I got time for that.
I don't have time. You California people and your laid-back lifestyles.
Laid-back lifestyle. I work 7 to 4:30 every day.
You California people.
And then usually every Monday when I get back at 4:30, I have to immediately listen to D for another 2 hours. What kind of punishment is this?
You deserve your cinnamon toast.
I deserve my cinnamon toast.
Is this a friendly local tournament? No, this is a friendly premier level event.
A grand championship, if you will.
Hold on, I got a thing for that. Give me a second. All right, they're set. What's the first move here?
Tugboat coming in hard to try and tractor Tolly. Yep. Let's see if he moves her, though. Let's see if he moves her. And he will attempt to move her forward and back.
Yeah, I try to give
And it doesn't fit. So Bryant will not have an opportunity to do that 90-degree rotate. But Tolly is tractored. Agility's been reduced by 1.
All right, switching target lock here to Tally.
Might be going all in to try and spread the point, like go after other things now, especially since Tolly only has 2 agility.
Yep. Tractor doing the work.
And I feel good because I did it easily.
These tugs got to get in the fight, though.
Dude. All steam, full steam ahead.
Wait, if we're talking about tuna fish sandwiches, you got to always have the chunks of celery in there.
Oh, God, tuna fish sandwiches are gross.
You're gross.
Yeah, so?
Kova going for that 1 turn. And another good block here with that Z. Someone should change the color of that Z to pink. My goodness.
Premier. It's still friendly, though. It's a friendly premier event.
There's nothing friendly about this. This is high stakes.
High stakes.
High stakes.
Everybody's mad.
Life or death.
Three bank.
Now Ray's out of the fight for just a second. This might be the break that Bryan needs to get these tugs in the fight. She's got to come around that rock. And then even next turn, she's got to, unless he boosts here, he's got to do that hard turn as well.
I think he'd be stuck on a hard turn either way. I think you stay there.
Yeah.
That way next turn you can hard turn and then boost in.
Sure. Natali's getting out of town. Would have been hilarious if that tractor had fit, though. Tolly would have 5-straighted bumped right here with a range 1 shot of the Z right there.
Oh, yeah.
But the barrel roll just barely didn't fit.
He's right on the spatial rift.
Yeah, we got to fix that after this round.
we have any empty cardboard boxes?
There are a bunch over there.
All right.
All those Destiny. Kova's going to take a range 3 shot at number pink.
Here we go. Ooh.
Oh, look at Bryant's rolls.
Hot dice, baby.
Oh, but Bryan's going to spend the focus,
it.
take no damage.
Variance looks variance in the face.
Like the last one.
A Z. Yeah, taking a range 2 shot at a 2 agility Tolly.
Black 188, stop bullying me. Thank you. 2 hits.
The Z.
Pew pew. Oh, 2 blanks. Heroic. That's much improved.
There's that heroic. Much better on the. That was his mistake. That could. Orange is going to have a shot on Kova as well. A hit crit on Kova.
This one's all right.
Last shield gone on Kova now.
So Kova will take no damage. Bryant is just rolling out of each one of these things. 24 minutes left, and Big Scary Ray is coming. That being said, Bryan has good board position now.
Yeah, he's controlling the center.
Yeah.
Which is really, and that's going to give Ray some issues. I think she should be able to get some time on target for the next couple turns.
Yeah. So Kova still has that shield, by the way, Dion. He spent Leia.
Aha.
So
put it back. It's that simple. One button.
all right, looking at this board state, Dion, these tugs actually are in a pretty good spot, especially to maybe like this blue one to mess Kova up pretty good.
Yeah, because Kova's in a spot where she can kind of run interference for Ray by turning in here. One thing that I think Bryan has to be careful though, if you do tug her, you give her the tractor, don't barrel roll her to the left because that just gives her space to turn in.
I think I tracked her and don't move her.
Yeah, I think that's the call.
Yeah.
And or maybe, depending on what you got going on here, you might want to tug her to the right. But it just depends on what's going on in those quad jumpers on the top.
Tugger, that sounds dirty. I don't like that. Tractor.
You're terrible, Ryan.
I'm terrible.
You said it.
I did. All right, let's see what happens here. The Z95's first. A K turn seems apropos at this moment.
$3K. Trying to get that gun on target. Stay on target.
Let's see if he's got Kova there for the tractor. I think he does.
Tractor beam is live there on Kova. Let's see what the move is. Going to barrel roll to the right.
Seems smart. Let's see if he takes a stress to rotate himself. Chooses not to.
All right, quad jumpers setting up.
Just
assuming that Kova's going to the left. Little course correction there.
I think these tugs want to get in a spot where they can bully Ray a little bit.
Yep.
But she's going to bully him back.
There she go. Ray hits back. Wash lives, I see your question there. We'll hit that up during the next activation phase. Excuse me, next planning phase. Kova
does do the one hard.
gets to the outside. Tractor does not matter. He actually arc dodged himself.
Well, maybe. Here's the thing, though. Like, it means Kova's not shooting anyone either.
Fact.
And Kova does have a pretty hard time, other than doing reverses, of getting back around.
You're right.
She's not pointed in the right spot now. Blasy has effectively taken her out of the game at the moment.
For a couple of turns, for sure,
and
yeah.
the Z will be able to shoot her as well.
Is it on Spotify? I don't think so.
So he's going to jam with Kova. Jam off the focus from that tug.
Jib jab. Here's a 2-turn. I'm expecting the boost here. Man, but all those arcs are pointed there, all 4 of them.
I don't know if Blue will have a shot.
I'm saying if he boosts in.
Oh, yeah.
Boosts in. Right now, Ray might have the quad jumper in the top.
Yeah, he's gonna
That's
lock
a
it.
target lock. And a target lock / arc check.
Yeah, that was a little. I would call if I were playing him, I'd call him on it. That's a veteran move that was done not with very much grace. you gotta be sneaky.
You gotta be sneaky,
a little
buddy.
sneakier if you're gonna do that. A little sneakier. Like, all right, I know it's in range. You have to hold it there.
That's right. So decides not to boost.
Yeah, this is the right call. You revert, you focus, rotate, see if you can get a pot shot. You can take a range 3 shot on the focusless tug.
The Falconless.
Ooh.
At a blank result.
He's got the lock, so
Lock
spends
coming
it.
in.
Still not a great roll.
Could end up with 2 hits.
The curse! The curse! So she'll spend a force for 2.
1 goes through.
Yeah, so
That's
pink.
on the blue.
Pink.
No, pink, excuse me.
Tali's got a good shot just to get 2 here. No obstruction there. Just gets auto 2 on that. And so the Z will lose a shield. It was expected that Tali would probably roll 2 hits there anyway with the optics.
Truth.
Doesn't always happen, obviously, but a very good chance. 1 with a tug on Ray.
Got it.
1. And he's going to see if Orange has a shot.
Reach.
Yep.
Got it, and not in the front arc, so no Ray ability here.
Oh, brutal roll.
Nothing.
No shot there from the tug. But he will get the 1 agility Kova here.
Thank you. I was looking for this.
2 hits. That Z has been consistent.
And taking 2, that's into the hole of Kova.
Yeah, 4 left on Kova.
And that's half points, isn't it?
It sure is. Sure is. And Kova's worth a meaty 58 as well.
All right, so I want to answer a question here in the chat.
Yes.
So Wash Live says, my wife is listening, and I would love to get her to play. What would you say to encourage her to play? Her name is Karen.
All right, then we're going to role play this a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Tino? I'm going to be Karen.
You're going to be Karen.
And you're going to be...
Not Karen.
Not
Karen's
Karen.
husband.
Yeah, Karen's husband. Okay.
Okay, I'm Mr. Karen.
Oh, you're Mr. Karen, and
Yes.
I'm Mrs. Karen. Okay. Oh, honey, what is this that you're playing?
Oh, well, hun, this is a really cool board game. Do you like Star Wars, right?
I would not have married you if I didn't like Star Wars, you silly buffoon.
Well, hun, you know how we've been playing a lot of board games lately? This is basically just another board games, but we actually get to go out and play with with all kinds of people. There are tournaments, but we don't have to do that right away. You want to just play this game?
That sounds very overwhelming, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is all complicated. You have all these things. Look at all these things things.
Here are the ships. Can you just pick one?
I like this one that says soon to your fell.
Okay, you can have that soon to your fell. Okay, and I'm gonna take this one right here. It's called an Academy TIE Fighter.
Okay.
All right, we play a game.
I won. You are so bad. I like beating you.
Oh man, let the rookie win.
Man. So I just want to keep playing and beating you at this game.
That's right, I'm the worst.
Oh man, what a satisfying marriage, knowing where I put you in your place.
That's right.
As a loser.
Now, all jokes aside, so I think it's really important. First, like, most of the time, people need to be into games. I think to be able to be interested in playing X-wing. But if there's at least a little bit of interest, and she's gonna give it a try, Karen, if you're gonna give it a try, start with very few ships and no upgrades. I always suggest to always start with the asteroids on the table. I don't agree with the train of thought where people take people without asteroids.
I don't think you need 6, though.
No, you could do 4. I like 4 for a beginner.
4 is a good one.
Just so that you have some decision making there, and then just fly around one ship versus one ship, just to learn the mechanics, you know, and you go from there. Karen fell.
I also have friends, who do have wives that really do like playing just a more simplified X-Wing with no upgrades.
Yeah.
And you kind of just, especially with 5X being a thing now, you can, it is fun to just do like 5X versus 8 ties or something, or even less. You do 3X versus 5 ties or 2 versus whatever you want to do. It is fun.
Karen and Soontir forever.
Karen fell.
The Karen fell.
Soontir stole my hashtag. Soontir stole my wife.
F in chat for Dion's acting career. Hey, I didn't have a script, all right?
Listen, that was some good improv. You silly buffoon.
And we were also trying to make it campy and fun. Do you want to see me in a true dramatic role?
A true dramatic role, no. Is that what this is right now?
All right, here we go. Quad jumper. Moving here.
We literally, we got to pay attention to the game.
Yep.
Karen of the Empire. Oh, yes, that's incredible.
Solid.
Can we get a Karen of the Empire altar?
All right, 2 bank from the Z95. Not sure it's going to fit.
Looks clear.
All right, that seems to be range 0, but overlapping and range 0 are not the same thing.
Not the same.
Revealing a red maneuver, still stressed.
Yeah, she's just going to do 2 straight white there with Kova. But still stressed. But again,
he said he, no, never mind.
Yeah, he's just bullying.
And the ability still triggers for Kova, by the way.
It sure does.
So still gets the bonus die.
But Kova's still not in a good spot.
And not relevant offensively right now.
No.
Rey does have
Rey's priming.
3 arcs right now.
Yeah.
But she might be able to come in and blow something up before it's time for the other ones to fire on her.
Tali is not going to be in a position probably to fire this turn. Still stressed. She's just going to focus and rotate the arc. No shots there. Let's see. Rey's going to try and finish this Z95 here.
Going into the pirate at range 3.
Into that banana.
Oh, hit, crit. Leia brought all these mods. I mean, Rey brought all these mods. Don't use them.
That's like the 3rd or 4th time he's done that this game.
This is using her ability, using a force to change a blank to a hit.
Oh, the Z, though. Gonna spend that that is, man, both these players have had some real clutch dice in the game.
That's the first damage there on the Binyari pirate.
Second damage. He's taking 2 shields.
The second damage, we missed one at one point. Contraband still alive, I'm pretty sure.
Sure is. 1 damage there in Kova. Kova rolls the evade.
Got it.
Wow. Range 2 tug on the Kova.
2 crits
though.
out the box.
Another evade, wow. But a crit will go into Kova, and it's a fuel leak.
Aha, fuel leak. After you suffer a critical damage, suffer 1 other damage, and then repair the card. So yes, Kova was tractored, but because of her ability, she had 2 dice natively, -1 from the tractor, which is why she had 1.
That's what we call arithmecy.
Yeah, arithmecy, correct.
That is.
With Mr. Morales, actually, I'm an orchestra teacher.
Math with Morales, coming to you. Is that your next YouTube series?
That's my new, yeah, absolutely.
Morales math.
All right, guys, we're starting here. 3 dice is better than 2 dice.
Wow.
End episode right there. That's it.
Crazy. That's crazy. But are 2 reds better than 3 greens?
Do I have any modifiers?
No.
On either side?
No.
Yes, it's still better.
Yeah, I
just slightly, but there's just still better.
Math with Morales.
Bam.
Yeah, did the quads not go after Ray this turn? Or did they not have range?
No, they just whiffed. They were just bad.
Whiffed. It's a lot of whiffing happening. That's a shame that there was not more damage by Blasy onto Kova there. You see the chat's sweating. They're like, oh, we picked wrong? Did we pick wrong this game?
Maybe. Dion digits.
Dion digits is good.
I have to write this down. I'm gonna forget.
Well,
it's actually not bad.
Well, Dion digits is good. Well, is that what you gave to Devin when you first met her? The Dion digits. Hey girl, how about I give you some Dion digits? I'll give you the Dion digits. You give me your Devin digits.
That's right.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I'm just headcanoning how that whole thing went down.
It started with, hey.
Did you have an afro back in the day?
Did I have an afro back in the day? Actually, the answer would be yes, but not when I met Devin.
I know.
I tried it during college. I grew my hair out.
That's funny.
For a year. I look like a bum.
I just bring the professionalism of the stream just down like 4 clicks.
we're having a great time. Double tractor, starting to load them up.
Oh, got load them up.
Load them up. Load them up.
Push her on that rock.
Load them up. Load them up. Will the 3 bank from the other quad jumper reach?
Oh, there's no doubt.
Oh, 2 bank. Excuse me. It's not range 1.
Isn't it okay, I wasn't sure if the bullseye matters if that extends further.
He would have needed to do the 3 bank in order to reach there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's confusion about. Yeah, so the tractor has been nerfed, quote unquote.
Yeah.
In order to be considered tractored, you need to have the number of tractor tokens equal to your base. Check out X-Wing Quick Tips, do the full video on it.
X-Wing Quick Tips, another Dion production, the Gold Squadron production, GSP.
Photos or it didn't happen. I have a picture of when my hair was straightened while I had an afro. I don't think I have one before that though.
They're talking about the tractor rules right now.
Yep, a judge got called over. They're double checking, but I know for a fact. So Bryan surprised. He actually felt like he didn't know that rule.
Oh, interesting.
So he was expecting Ray to have no agility. Because that's why I was confused by this play. Why didn't he just, if he was going for the tractor to get all 3 of them on there. But a misplay there by Bryan by not having that information.
Kova's moving. He fixes the fuel leak. This is interesting.
Here we go, sloop to dupe using Leia.
Yeah.
Making it white.
It's good on Bryant to know those rules there as well. But Bryant looks like he's in control here with 5 minutes left. Probably will half or kill something else.
Getting aggressive here. Pink is the most hurt of the quad jumpers with only 4 hole left.
Would not be. Yeah, you see a focus there.
Range 2 into the pink quad jumper.
Let's see what Ray's got.
All right, here we go.
Refocus this, that's funny.
Add the blank and spend the lock on everything.
Yep.
I think you do one force and then get the target lock. Yep.
Smart.
Takes double crits, baby. That's half points for sure.
Brian's probably kicking himself that he didn't know that rule and hasn't made better use of contraband. He could have 3-banked contraband and tractored Ray. Not that I'm not sure it would matter a ton there, but
there was a fuel leak trigger there. First crit was a fuel leak, and then he got another one, which I didn't quite hear what it was.
So yeah, Pink has 1 hole, and Tolly's gonna look to finish it.
If Pink survives, we'll go check out what that crit was.
Got that optics too. He just wants to guarantee it.
Yeah.
Spends it and guarantees it.
Just find out how many cards.
Yep. Toasted quad.
Important thing about jam tokens as well, different than first edition, is that they do go away at the end of the round.
So do tractors as well.
Yep.
No shot with the banana. Does have a range 2. Gonna use Tolly's ability to add another green. So
yep, because of the bullseye here.
1 crit.
Bonus die for Raid. Natties. Oh, Jinx, you owe me soda.
I do.
Got him.
And range 1 with blue. So just hit crit. And Ray will use another force.
She will take a crit though, but it's on the shield still.
So this is what Bryan needed to do early, which is force starve Ray with more ships. I think Bryan will be kicking himself when he looks back at this game about kind of getting the engage that he wanted.
Yeah, this is the type of game, like, while I know that Bryan, is, of course, won't be happy the fact that he's going to be on the losing side of this, I think you can learn a lot from watching yourself a lot of times. The quad play here, while I understand what he was trying to do, the overextension of the Star Viper and C4 early, put him behind.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think at this point, even with 2 minutes and change left, you have to, if we're looking for a win condition, even how small it is, you need to basically get Ray off the table. That's the only way you win right now. You got to get Ray off. That would be 98 points scored. If that happened, that would bring him up far enough to be ahead. Just barely. 3 points.
We got 2 minutes left in this game. But he just does not have the guns to bring it back.
A reminder that Ray is not stressed because Leia's ability was used in order to make that a white sloop. Z95 in pursuit of Kova. Probably just going to continue hard turning here and trying to see if he can burn her down in the next couple turns. That could be lucky as well. Get Kova off the table, gets you the rest of that half points, and then you just don't lose any more ships. No more points lost.
MOV does have an effect in this because we're doing top 32 tier debt.
That's right. And also faction prizes, right?
Absolutely. Shout out to FFG for giving us some extra faction prizes. So with a top 16 per day, we were able to get loot for.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, Dion, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for you. If you were in charge making a Star Wars movie,
Okay.
you're in charge of making a Star Wars movie, but Disney comes in, the mouse comes in and says, we got to put some restrictions on you.
Okay. What are the restrictions?
You need to make a movie about some side character, some side Star Wars character, that the fans like, but has been in a movie already. Is in a movie already, and the fans kind of like it, but we need a really good movie about this side character.
I'm done. I already know my character.
Okay, what are we doing a movie on?
Lando.
Lando? You doing the Lando?
I'm doing a young Lando.
Young Lando.
I'm calling up Donald Glover, giving him as much money as he wants.
Okay.
And we are doing the Lando Chronicles. We're making it a trilogy.
We're doing a trilogy, 3 on Lando.
Yep.
Okay. And now, where do we go with that? So, are we looking at how he acquired Cloud City, or
No. So, the Lando Chronicles, if you remember in the movie Solo, which is canon,
yes,
he talks about these. He's making a diary.
Yes, he is.
And there also are a couple of books where they talk about some of his adventures. He does all kinds of crazy stuff.
That's time.
And in the third movie, the movie ends with him on Cloud City.
Ah, that's very sneaky. That's
Very
sneaky.
nice.
That's 3 movies of content
That's right.
for the Lando Chronicles.
I do.
Wow. Give this man some money.
That's funny.
Give this man this money. Though I do think that seeing a movie on Karen's rise in the Empire would be quite. I'd watch that. The Rise of Karen.
The Rise of All right, Tally, zooming forward here, slapping down the focus, facing down that Z95.
Oh man, Array is just gonna try to eviscerate Orange off the stratosphere.
At a blank, spending the lock on the 3. Looking for at least one more.
Ooh.
Not today.
He only has 1 force. So 2 dice for the quad. So he'll take a hit crit. Keeps him over half. Maybe.
No.
Direct, so he will take half. Brutal.
He's down to 2.
It's all the red squadron punches. Not doing that.
All right, takes 2 there.
That does it for Orange. Brutal. Doesn't get to shoot. He'll see if the banana can maybe push 3 in the Kova.
Boom.
Just 1 crit. And evaded.
Got it.
Nattied out.
And that is time in the round.
That'll do it for this game. What a match. What a play. Look at these players.
All right, well, thank you so much to both these players, Bryant and Bryan,
Wow.
for giving us an awesome round 3 with some really cool lists.
Yes,
Again, new
cool.
points and everything are giving us lots of different looks
Lots of
into the
things
meta.
happening.
All right, Ryan, you know what time it is, right?
I think it is giveaway time.
That's right, but before that, we got to remind you guys that this round was brought to you by Curl Paw Creatives. Use that coupon code LV2020 to get your own acrylic. If you're using
LV2020.
2020. Yeah, it's 2020. Originally, it was going to be LVO 2020, but it just
it's
didn't.
very silly, yes.
Visually, it
That's absurd.
didn't
Why
work.
would you do that?
That's right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and head to our giveaway screen.
Giveaway screen. Giveaway screen. Giveaway screen. Giveaway screen.
Now, what are we giving away? So
I don't know.
We have GSP prize packs. Okay, it's going to show up on our faces here.
Oh,
Okay,
you got the prize packs.
Prize packs.
What an interesting thing you're doing there.
That's right. I will say that I started doing that before you guys.
I will say that I started doing it after Worlds because I have to do it with the shields.
I did it at Worlds.
You did it at Worlds. Well,
Got him.
got him. I will say this, that I only get my best ideas from Dion. That's all.
Actually, I didn't realize you had done it, so we had amazing ideas independently.
Independently, that's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Look at the peanut gallery back here.
All right, so what is a prize pack? You got basically three to four cards from all over the place. It could be Gold Squadron. It could be FFG Official. It could be from Australia, Poland, anywhere in the world where I have
anywhere in the world where he has
gotten alternate art cards. This is really disturbing hearing my senses right after. We also have tokens as well. But we're waiting for that for tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
That's fair.
So we made packs for tokens.
Okay,
so we're going to give 4 of those away. 4.
Wait, put that 4 up again?
4.
Yes. Power. What I'm talking about. All right.
Oh, I missed it.
You missed it. Too slow on the draw, kid.
All right, let's go ahead and pull up the giveaway machine. How do they enter the giveaway?
You know, all you got to do is type in the chat. We get a little tippy tappy tapping in the chat, and if you do that, you're automatically entered.
That's all you got to do. That's it.
All you got to do, and then we'll tell you who wins, and then you got to make sure that you claim.
You got to claim it.
Got to claim.
Can I tell you that there have been some absolutely amazing prizes that have never been claimed, and we're just gonna re-give them away.
You know what? If you're listening, you got to claim.
That's right. You get 2 weeks. That's it.
That's it.
All right. So
what do we got first?
Let's go ahead and show off.
Boom.
This is being given away.
Look at that thing.
After the final. This is from District Foundry, our sponsor. Use coupon code LV2020. Awesome design here.
That's pretty rad.
So this is a compact tournament solution. You can get whatever you want on the top, including line art of your face, like they have done for me.
Here we go.
Okay.
Look at that face.
So you got places for your faces.
Is that what, you know? I gotta get those neon digits. That's what I need right there.
You got places for your bases.
Places for your bases.
If you get the larger version on the website, you also got places for your aces.
Places for your faces, places for your bases, and places for your
faces.
I said that.
Oh, sorry, aces.
God.
I was thinking about the next line.
Oh my
I
God.
ruined it.
Oh my God, Dio.
You alley-oop, and I was like, wait, what's happening?
You got one job of just serving you the volleyball, and you're just like getting it doinked in the head.
So the smaller tray does fit
gosh.
2 tokens, cards, and dials. And of course, there are template trays as well, and a pass-through for a range 3 ruler. Ryan's disappointed in me.
I'm very disappointed in you.
All right, here we go.
Okay, you press the button.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, God. DeRoche wins D_E_R_O_C_H_E_.
That's right, DeRoche. You know who that is, right?
No.
That's Gordon Berg.
Wow, you just. Gordon's. That can't. Is that really Gordon?
Oh, it is.
Gordon's the worst. I take it back. I don't want to give him. Boo.
It's too late. You gave it to him.
Boo, Gordon. Boo.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
Libo 24.
All right. I know
24.
I know who that is too.
Oh, nice. Get that. What do they do to claim in the chat?
Exclamation point win. Fill out the doc. If it's not completely filled out, I'm not going to send it to you.
Fill it all out. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, one job.
What's up, Marty?
All right, what do you got?
That was awkward, but I liked it. It's fine. We do it. There we go. Next one. 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
Captain Jelly Bias.
That's right. And we got one more prize pack. 3, 2, 1, go.
Cursed_Kiwi. But with a K.
That's
Cursed
right.
With a K.
Now, you know what we're going to do?
What we got?
I think we're going to give away one of those.
Oh. Oh, no, it's got.
Put your hand behind it.
Put your hand behind it. I don't know, focus.
I learned that trick from the makeup tutorial people.
Oh, the makeup tutorial people. Wait, what? Why you want to look at the makeup tutorials?
I have a wife, and she watches makeup tutorials.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
I have a wife.
Yeah, they're like,
all
right, so look at this eyeliner, and they do this, and it focuses, and it's perfect.
Why can't you just admit that you like looking at makeup tutorials in your free time with your wife?
Listen.
You have a little girl, too, like that. There's no shame in that. Or if you want to, you got to powder up a little bit for the stream, baby. Like, I got you.
Can I tell you?
Yes.
Embarrassing story here. Embarrassing moment.
I'm
okay.
ready.
Actually, we'll wait after the after the giveaways.
All right. We got this.
So let's go ahead and give this away.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
John Vicari.
John Vicari, congratulations. You're getting that
You're getting this hyperspace marker.
Let's go ahead and put that right there. Boom.
Boom.
Given away.
Got it. All right, what's this embarrassing story?
Well, you see, hold on. Let's make sure we get everything set here for the next round. I don't want to forget to set this up. So next round probably starts around 3:15, we would guess.
I mean, sure.
I'll just change this 1 to a 3.
That seems good to me.
Easy. Change the round number.
We got 3 more rounds of this left.
All right. So in high school, I was in rock bands.
You were.
I was in rock bands.
You were a rocker.
Yeah, and you can if you Google enough, you can find pictures of me when I was in bands later.
Ooh,
okay.
All right.
But there was definitely one band I was in that wore makeup.
Okay.
There is one picture of me with eyeliner on. There's one. There's one.
All right.
But it's not on the internet. Nobody will ever know.
Let's see what we got here. Is this?
Yep.
Is that you?
That's me.
Wow, look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this photo, everyone. He's the makeup trick.
Makeup trick.
Look at Diode here. He was in a band. Look at that photo of him. Isn't that crazy? Wow. That is a good-looking photo. Though I don't think this is you.
No, that's not me.
That's not you? All right. You got Chef Diode Morales? Wow. That's intense.
All right.
Whoa, look at this.
Oh, yeah, that was a thing.
Oh, that's fancy.
That's when I proposed.
Wow. Whoa, oh, look
that's
at this.
college.
Wow, look at this. Look at this, guys. Dion in college with a bassoon. Whatever.
It's a viola.
Whatever.
All right, guys. Well, we're taking a break.
Yeah,
Hopefully you enjoyed story time with Ryan and Dion.
I might be back. I might not. Who knows? My vocal cords are tired.
We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.